This is the ordinance that you're looking for council's direction as far as how to, what it is that council wants to move forward with, and what to bond currently versus what to hold. Is that correct?
Yes. So
Okay.
in this particular ordinance, I put this ordinance before council several months ago, and we had a discussion on it. The ordinance, approximately $2.9 million ordinance for various improvements within the township, items that we had previously approved.
So
in our
Mr.
capital
Manager, I
plan.
think this is how we should handle this, because obviously, we each have our own feelings about different items in the bond ordinance, but I don't think there's a unanimous or consensus for all the items. So what I would like to do is maybe you call out one of the items. Let's look around, see if we have 4. And then those are the items that we'll move forward with. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Yes.
I just want to make sure we're clear. He's going to split up that bond ordinance
He's going to
into
call,
separate
right now,
individual parts.
meaning he's looking for us for guidance. He doesn't know what it is that council wants to approve, what they don't want to approve. He presented a package. The package is not being approved. Now he's going to present the items in that package.
As individual ordinances.
Item by item, he's going to call right now. We may not even make it. Some items may not be individual ordinances, meaning he may say, for example, dispatch center, and then there's not 4 people that want to put that in the bond, so dispatch center does not make it to the bond. All right?
Okay, all right, so the first item is renovation and upgrade of the police dispatch center,
Okay.
$750,000.
Are there 4 individuals that wish to put this in the bond? I understand, but right now, we're just looking to see how we're going to create that package. Okay, so it doesn't look like there are 4 individuals. I only see Dr. Pruitt, so let's take that off the list.
Okay, Glen Point Sanitary Sewer Pump Station. This is,
How much?
again, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just going.
Go ahead.
That's $300,000. We have a pump station there. The pump station needs to be renovated. We had our crew engineering develop a plan.
I'm in favor of that. Do we have 4? You got the pump station.
Deputy Mayor, just
Yes.
when is that expected to be completed? Just so that we know, we're bonding for something, it could be completed when?
I would have to come back to you on that. It has to go out to bid. I mean, they put together a specification. It's still got to go out to bid.
Maybe if I can request, what I can request is that when you introduce the bond, you'll have an idea for us when everything's going to be done, so you can give that report then. You don't have to give it tonight. So any items that we accept.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, keep going, I'm sorry.
Stormwater drainage improvement at Van Arsdale Place.
Okay, are there 4 people that accept that? Okay, we got Van
Need
Arsdale
5.
Stormwater.
Okay. Road resurfacing program, $1 million.
That's just general? Any
That
specific
is,
streets?
it's a lot of streets. The engineer had drawn up a plan for approximately
All
24
right, we have 4 people in favor?
different streets.
There's going to be detail in the ordinance, correct?
Yeah, in the ordinance, and
Yeah.
also he'll give us an update of when that's going to happen. Is it 2015 we're resurfacing at the introduction? Okay, so we have 4
So that's a
people that
yes.
put that in.
Okay, the next one is acquisition of new information technology and telecommunications equipment, total of $550,000, broken down into 3 items. One is computer-aided dispatch records management system for use of police and fire
Do we have 4
departments.
people on the computer aided? Nope. Sorry, Dr. Pruitt, only 1.
All right.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
appreciate
Data management system for use of various township departments. This is a town-wide software which will allow our building department and other departments to come online. Residents will be able to obtain building permits
How much is that? How much is
online.
that?
I believe it's $100,000.
Do we have 4 people in favor of that?
This is also something that other towns
very
are moving
costly.
towards. Inglewood
Let's get more
has theirs
details
in
on that.
place already.
All right, I'm in favor. Do we have,
Yeah.
do we have?
Just a point of clarification, on the computer-aided dispatch, because we kind of glazed over it, the reason that we are saying no is because there's no timeline, like we haven't approved consolidation, we'd be buying software without a plan. So once we have a plan in place that can actually be executed, we can discuss that again.
If that's,
And I'm sorry, and the building department, obviously it's extreme, it's very much needed, but $100,000.
I think it's several departments from what I
Yeah,
understand.
this is town-wide management software. It'll put information online for the assessor's office, the police
sounds great, but I
department,
think
building
we're-
department,
I'm in
all
favor
of the
for a
departments.
presentation.
I love it. I think the township, the town residents would love a presentation on that.
Yes, can we get a presentation on
we can
that?
do a
Okay, but
presentation
there
on
is
that.
yes to put it in for the bond, and you can have a presentation somewhere between,
I'm waiting for the presentation to vote. I'm not.
no, you can wait for the presentation to,
We're not gonna do anything. Council's gonna have to approve the purchase still.
Right.
But I think in order to save the money, so that we could do one bond ordinance, it would be good to put it in. If council decides
not to do
later
it,
on
then...
not to do it,
Then we don't have to go out for the bond.
we don't do it.
Oh, okay. All right, 4, we have yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Can I just see the 4 since the system, okay, so that, you got that, Isa? Myself, Councilman Castle, Dr. Pruitt, and Councilman Schwartz. All right, okay, next. And a presentation
This-
as a
yes,
footnote on that.
presentation. The last one is, no, second to last one is the telephone system upgrades for use of various departments. We have the police department, which is still operating with a Merlin telephone system that is no longer supported. It does not work well. It drops calls, and it needs to be replaced immediately. They don't make parts for it anymore.
What's the price on this?
I don't have that, unless...
I'll tell you, my concern with this is that I think that most businesses are now moving away from the PBXs and going into the hosted VoIP. Correct.
And
Is that a
there-
VoIP proposal?
Is there a possibility that this telephone system could be integrated into a computer-aided dispatch system? Or we splitting things
Well,
up?
this is
It's
what
gonna
we,
probably
what we're
happen.
trying, what we want to do with this is integrate the police department phone into our current phone system here that we have that manages the entire town's phone. So we have to put together a gateway system that can handle
But do we have
the
a price on this?
police department phones. I think it's approximately 150.
How much?
I think it's 150. I don't have it broken down.
Well, I think the whole township system was of 300 something, if I remember correctly.
I would again like a presentation
Presentation on,
on the new one.
Yes, it's not separated in here. It's actually one number. I apologize. I'd have to get that number for you.
William, just,
Yes,
I
Counsel.
hate to keep going back to it, but right now, just so that we're clear, our computer-aided dispatch does not meet the minimum standard for the state for our dispatchers, correct? In the police department?
I don't believe that that's true, that it doesn't meet the minimum standard. What we're trying to do is to consolidate dispatch so that we have a
No,
program.
I get that. I just want, we're talking about communications, right? So we're talking about a phone system, and I don't want us to buy a phone system that later on won't integrate with our computer-aided dispatch because we overlooked that component. And since we've known since last year that our existing computer-aided dispatch is not in compliance, this is what the dispatcher said, with what the state requires, is there some way that we can get a presentation that shows something that's integrated so that we can
Yeah,
move?
but I think I think these are two separate issues.
but can I ask, I'm sorry, Mr. Manager, can they do a presentation on this leg as far as the purchase?
We can have a
So I think that
potential
then
vendor.
we can flush out all of our questions directly to the vendor, right? Because you're using the current vendor that we're having, we're just extending from what you explained to me, correct? Okay,
No, actually, it's going to be a different vendor.
2 vendors, 1 phone system?
The vendor for computer-aided dispatch, right now, we have is Cody.
No, I'm talking
That's
about
not the one we
the
want.
vendor for our current phone system for the township. You said that we were going to just extend it to go into the police
To
department.
use a gateway, yes.
Correct.
I will try to
Okay.
get a presentation on that issue.
All right, perfect.
Do we want to discuss that dispatch matter? Because we're starting to talk about
Yes.
money here. And I think just to take a step back, and we're the perfect time right now with budget season, about 3-4 months ahead of us, we seriously evaluated going to the county. There were some things we didn't like about it. We said savings weren't worth it. In the bigger picture, let's bring it back in-house. The next thing we know, it's $1 million to keep it in-house. And now I think we want to take that second look at the county. I think that's what we were
Yeah.
mumbling about the last
And
few
the way
months.
that we got here was simply because the commander of the dispatch center had to leave for an emergency, and that was a
So
fait
can we
accompli that
re-invite the commander? Is that what you're looking for?
Now that we realize
Yeah,
it's
now
$1
that-
million to keep it in town, which we didn't know back then.
William,
or
are you
know
able
exactly.
to re-invite the person who's in charge of the dispatch for?
New people in charge now.
I
but
understand.
I can try to
The,
get
the
you that.
captain's not there anymore?
Nope.
No,
Still-
he's-
Would council have any objection to also trying to invite the former commander, if we can get him to come? Maybe, he still works for the county. Whether he comes or not, that's a different issue.
Let's have them come, please.
But, I mean, you're...
I think they're going to send who they would like to send.
No, I understand, but I mean, if there's no objection from our side, if we can try. That's okay? Okay.
I think
We're good?
I think the county executive is not a
You get those
representative
printed
here.
out?
Oh, good. So we're fortunate that we have someone from our county executive's office as a representative here, and he can take back that message.
Huh?
Okay, that we would like the original founder of the dispatch, as well as the current manager of the dispatch,
The father of the dispatch.
the father of the dispatch. Okay, and Mr. Manager, do you have your direction on the bond ordinance?
Yeah, the last item, the lightning detection system, I'm still preparing a report for council. I should have that report to you very shortly about...
I thought we bonded that already.
No, we
No.
never bonded that. We never
It's
bonded
less than
that.
10 years old, is it?
Not even 10.
Oh,
It's
the
less than
lightning
5.
It's
Yes,
about
I'm sorry.
it's about 4 or 5 years old. The company that sold us the hardware, they sold us the hardware, we installed the system. That company's out of business. And the service provider that provides the software service doesn't support that hardware. We've went to
Okay.
other vendors.
So
and
what is the
tried-
action item that you're looking for us to put this in the bond to purchase another one?
We do need to purchase another one. We're looking at 2 things.
What's the price?
The price is about $85,000. That's the quote that we have.
Okay. Any objections
This is the
to putting that
system
in?
that the
No,
county
but
currently uses.
this is the perfect example as to why we need a presentation on computer-aided dispatch and other,
We don't have to put,
sizable
if the
purchases.
council doesn't want to put this in, we don't have to put this in.
No,
there.
is there 4 people that wants to move forward with the
No.
lightning detection?
I don't know what I'm buying. Like the same thing, I don't want to be in the position of, I would like to do my due diligence on the company that's doing it right now and figure out if they're going to be here in 2 years. That's the whole purpose of every presentation that, it's not
Okay.
funny. I mean, that's the whole purpose of just,
So I will-
asking for the
Okay, so it
report.
doesn't look like you have the support
I
for
will
the
give, I
lightning
will give,
detection.
I will give the report, and I will have the company from, that we're looking at come in to do a presentation on the
Fine, but in the
lightning
meantime, we're moving forward with the bond without it. Is that
detection.
correct?
Yes, without the lightning
Without the
detection.
lightning
Deputy
detection.
Mayor, just quickly.
Yes.
Do we know if we have any recourse for this company that sold us that hardware that would kaput in less than 6 years?
I spoke to the attorney about that, and they're out of business. We really don't see an avenue. One of the things, we did purchase the hardware, the actual service, we received 4 years of service, and because the system never worked that well, we never paid for the service. So that was almost $20,000 that we never paid.
All right, next item on the agenda, new business.
Deputy Mayor?
Yeah.
Can we just find out if we have legal recourse against this company?
Yeah, Mr. Turretts, are you on top of the legal recourse? Can you give us a report at the next council meeting on the legal recourse? Okay.
If they're out of business, there's very little chance of getting any money back. So,
Okay.
I don't know what we'll do, but we'll take a look at
All
it.
right, you'll take a look at it. All right, new business.